Hello there, this is part 3 of the Battle of Agrigentum for 262 BC between the Romans and the Carthaginians, and you're watching the dead pile here of the battle so far, and it's pretty big. I think you agree. Even though we only have 3 victory battles for the Romans and 2 to the Carthaginians, it seems a bit crazy, but if you look at the field, I mean, that explains it. There's so many units with 1 or 2 blocks here. So I think this part 3 could be really short, and if it gets really short, I'll just merge it into part 2, I guess. Anyway, we've seen real aggressive fighting in the center from both sides. Remember these auxiliaries on the Carthaginian side, both the Iberian and Libyan troops, they have fought really well, cope with the Roman legionaries so good, so there were no real breakthrough until maybe in the end of the last turn, when we saw the Ligurian and Gauls being eliminated and routed over there. So they are the Romans have gotten a gap here now. But on the other hand, it's the Carthaginians who go next, and we have some dangerous situation here. I mean, this is good terrain now for the cavalry to come in and just mop up these troops that got weakened. The thing is, both sides have their cavalry intact. And another thing that's really important, we had the Carthaginian elephants intact, and they are now in good position to strike if they got the opportunity for it. So let's see how this goes. We know the Carthaginians have a heavy troops in their hands, so if they are able to play card C, this could be really tough for the Romans. Let's see. But it's actually this one, meaning face-up tactic card or lowest order count. So the Romans were lucky they couldn't activate the heavies. So we need to do 2 right, because that has a lower order count than this one, because this will activate 3 units. So this is the one we need to play as the Carthaginian now, and that was very lucky for the Romans. So what should we do here? Well, I think we need to consolidate our lines then. These guys could get away. I could rush in, of course, here, attack, eliminate, but next turn I will be eliminated. That will just be a kind of an exchange there. The good thing is, of course, if I eliminate those guys, I can attack again with the warriors. They have this bonus combat ability. So that could be worth something. It's only 3 dice though, but here they are adjacent to leaders, so it's a good chance I get those, and I also get a good hit on some other units. So maybe I should do it actually. That could be a good trade, to get that unit and a good hit on something else. Well, what for the other then? We could just throw some javelins, of course. Maybe we should. Yeah, let's take those guys then. So I will do this aggressive movement, go there, and then do the attack. But let's start here. We're gonna attack those velites with 2 dice. Nothing. Then we have this attack, it's 3 dice. We need 1 hit and we are adjacent to leader. Thanks to that we got it. So this legionary unit is eliminated, and here's the 3rd banner for the Carthaginians. They are now evening out the victory count. They can go in and battle again. Who should we take as our target? I think we're gonna take that one, because we can force them to retreat and that thereby hinder battle back. So 3 dice, still adjacent to leader, so with a bit of luck, or if you get really lucky, I mean, we could actually eliminate that Triarii unit. But we didn't. We only got one hit on them and no flag. So that was it was bad we didn't get the flag there, because now they will battle back with 5 dice. And can you believe it? The Triarii missed the warrior completely. The Roman bad rolls continues. Because those guys are not adjacent to a leader, and we are a blue unit, so we need to take... but this could be the doom for those guys anyway, because they need to take 2 flags, alright, and they need to go back 2 hexes per flag, so it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So they actually got eliminated anyway. They run off from the battlefield. They got enough these goals, so the Romans got their 4th banner. Interesting. That was a 2. New card there. So it's the Romans. So now they get their golden opportunity to end this instead. Okay, they got the same result. So Clash of Shields or lowest order count. So it's one of these two. I could actually choose. And I think it should be this one then, because could attack there, but these guys will evade. Here, well, they cannot evade, and we will get 4 dice with a Velite, okay, but that's all we got, so it's not worth the Clash of Shields by that. So I will play the 4 unit center. Let's see, what guys can we get this time? We could get that unit and that unit, that's for sure. With those guys we could perhaps get that one. That would be 3 banners. It's not enough for victory yet though. Annoying, we couldn't really get any victory unless we move the leader, because then we could do some bonus combats up here. Because we need 4 banners somehow. No, we need 3 banners. 3 banners. So if we could get those 3, it will be ended by that. So let's see. 4 unit center, and we can also detach our leader. So I want to do that. The leader will be 1. We need to move that away. 2, 3 and 4. That's 4 unit center. And let's see. The Velite unit will move to where? I would like to have the leader. Okay, first of all, I will move that guy there. So let's move just this guy away then. Those go in there and the leader attaches. So what I'm hoping for is for this legionary to get that unit. These guys will get those and then do a bonus combat over here. These are all auxiliaries, so no evasion happening here. So I just need to roll somewhat okay in each of these 3 rolls and the battle will be over, because that gives me the 3 banners I can get. So let's start here. Those guys cannot retreat even, so it should be, even though they are supported. So I got 4 dice and leader support. Needing 1 hit, and thanks to the leader support we got it, because otherwise we would have rolled bad again. But luckily we have that leader console with us, so these guys go down, giving the Romans their 5th banner. And we can go in, let's do that. Then we have next attack, those guys, that's yet another die, still needing 1 hit. And thanks to the leader we got it. Close again. Another Roman victory banner. And since we're the leader with us, a Triarii, I can gain ground and do a bonus attack against that last auxiliary unit there. And this time we got 3 hits, so it's done. And we got the 7th banner, and suddenly the Romans emerged victorious from this battle that really looked bad for a while, I'd say, especially for the bad rolls we did. So, well, let's just say this was kind of an historical result. Very hard fighting, both sides took tremendous losses in this battle, but eventually the Romans were able to break through the lines, even though they took heavy losses, and now the Carthaginians are in great disarray and need to retreat off the board, which they can do. They have much mounted units left, so they can just start retreating with the cover of the mounted units here. And also, most of the other units that are left are, well, lighter kind. Only those Greeks are left here. So we could say it's a kind of a historical result we got here. Well, what else to say about this one? Well, even though we rolled a bit bad with the Romans, they were able to get it. But you know what? If we, in the last Carthaginian turn, if we would have been able to activate the heavy troops, I'm pretty confident that it could have been the battle could have been lost there for the Romans, because then we have charged in with the elephants, and those Greeks could have hit in the center as well, and that could have cost the Romans these 4 victory banners the Carthaginians had left to gain, because all of these 3 units, because those have the leader with them, could have done bonus combats as well. And I mean, if these would have got here and started attacking these legionaries, that would have been 4 dice, re-rolling all these, you know, so maybe the Carthaginians could have won. So it was kind of close, I say, to even though the banner count looks a bit big, 7-3, it was, well, the timing was really good for Romans, or maybe you should say it was good that they weren't able to activate those units. And the Romans had the class of shield, so if the battle would have prolonged for 1 more turn and the Carthaginians would have attacked, then the Romans would have won anyway. So I think, summa summarum, the Romans were a bit on top of this, I guess. So they should have won anyway. Otherwise, pretty fun. I think this was a cool battle. I like it that we really had to do a big infantry clash here. I like that. So basically, not even a single cavalry unit or other mounted units like the elephants did any rolls in this battle. We saw some movement by these cavalry. They just moved up to secure the flank of the Romans here, but otherwise, pretty much as I said in the beginning, if you remember part 1, when I draw up some plans here, both sides were pretty, you know, afraid of the opponent's cavalry, so they just stayed calm here and secured the flanks, and that was happened also eventually in this battle. Otherwise, pretty good battle, pretty fun battle, and well, we are ready to take on the next one, I guess. And yeah, we have now played the first battle between the Romans and the Carthaginians eventually, and we will see lots and lots of these coming up for the nearest future, with some occasional battles with some other troops, but mostly it will be Romans and Carthaginians. And this is, of course, I don't know if I mentioned that, but this is from the what is called the First Punic War. So, and I think also the Battle of Agrigentum is the largest pitched battle of all these in the First Punic War, actually. So this is the big one. even though the others are pretty large too that we'll play, at least some of them. But most of the battles, of course, will be from the Second Punic War. But more of that later. So, it only left for me to say thank you for watching, and see you again on the next battle of the First Punic War. Thanks and goodbye.